In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Reshade and my presets into Genshin Impact, 2 types of methods of installing Reshade, how to configure Reshade, step by step. At first, when I installed Reshade into the game, it installed fine, but when I went inside the game to test it out, that's where the problem began. It never worked. I thought, did I do something wrong? So I went to check, and to my surprise, a required Reshade file was eaten up by the game. It straight up vanished.
You serious?
Turns out Genshin's anti-cheat is very strict and doesn't like any DLL file which is not part of the game. First of all, make sure the launcher of Genshin Impact is not open. If it is, then please close it. For our first method, we'll install Reshade from their official website. Download Reshade, open it up, and browse to genshinimpact.exe. Just download the standard and 𝙤𝙧 shaders. I've provided all other shaders which are necessary in my preset pack. Now download my preset pack. I've provided a custom modded version of Reshade which lets you bypass the death buffer problems in online games, so just browse to Genshin Impact and install just like before. Then copy my presets and the Reshade shaders folder to the game directory where you installed Reshade. Click Replace when asked. Now go launch the game through the launcher. You'll be greeted with this info that Reshade is now successfully installed. You can press the home key on your keyboard to turn on the menu. Skip the tutorial. Choose any preset you want from here. Here you'll see all the shaders that are currently being used for this preset. Go to the Settings tab and pick a key for toggling the effect on and off. Now I want you to watch what happens if I take the screen space reflections. Oh
God! Oh God!
yeah, I know, it's all messed up. Even the depth of field doesn't work. But it's easy to fix this. Just click here and turn these two values to 1, then just click outside the box. Now if we check this again, you'll see it's much better than before. So make sure you do this. Otherwise you're gonna get some shitty graphics. Also make sure that you're always using the correct depth buffer. Usually it will use the correct one, but if you feel like the graphics look a little bit weird or just doesn't look quite right, take a look here and select the value which is being used the most. Most of the times though, you don't have to deal with this. Now let me show you what happens if you start the game. So what's happening is that the game is detecting our .dxj file, so it just wouldn't let us go into the game. It's easy to fix this though. All you have to do is rename the file. Now let's try again. There we go, we loaded in and it's working well. This is pretty much the first method. The only troublesome thing about it is that you have to rename the DLL file each time you run the game, and I agree that it can get a bit annoying. But the game works nicely, the presets are working well. You're also free to tweak the shaders if you want, which I'm going to show how to do when I'm showing you how to configure Reshade later on in the tutorial. Next up, I'm going to show you the second method where you don't have to go through all these stuffs. It's not that bothersome. You'll learn a one-time fix where you don't have to rename the file every time, and that anti-cheat won't be a problem at all. Come to this site and download this injector. Inside, it will have these two files, injector.exe and reshade64.dll. Copy this whole reshade UWP injector folder to a suitable hard drive and make a new folder inside called Genshin Impact. Copy these two inside the folder. Next, we need these folder and this file. Copy them from Genshin Impact directory from our first method. Now copy the script from my preset pack. Now copy the preset from my preset pack. Edit the script to write your launcher and injector paths. As you can see, this is my path to this injector. Yours will vary depending on where you saved this folder. Please make sure you set your path correctly. Set the second path correctly as well, so the injector can find your game directory and the launcher. Once again, please do this correctly. Now make sure you delete the .dxj file from our first method. Now we may run with PowerShell. This might just be the best method to use reshade in this game, because we don't have to deal with changing DLL names every time and it's more safer, I guess. No hassle, and the reshade was injected into the launcher instead of the game. Plus we stayed out of the game folder, so there's that. Let's go in and check inside how it's working inside the game. Congratulations guys, we have done it! Our game is working, reshade is working, and our presets are working. Now that we have installed our graphics mod in 2 ways, it's time to know how to use it, right? So next time I'm going to show you how to configure reshade. I think I should mention this, that I didn't provide the ray tracing shader for this ray tracing presets though, as you can only get that shader from the author's Patreon, but for your sake I've tried my best to imitate the same type of effects in the normal preset, so RT is pretty much extra at this point and it's not even needed. The base presets are awesome on their own, and I even added screen space reflections in them, which acts like RT somewhat, so you can take some really cool pictures in interiors. I would suggest that you try it out for yourself and you'll know. At first, when you press the home key when you're inside the game, you won't be able to move your cursor. As you can see here, my cursor is stuck in the middle. Well, no problem. I'm gonna press escape and then press the home key. Now I should be able to move my cursor, but this is still not quite satisfying, is it? Come to the settings tab and take this option here in the middle. Now press the home key for the menu and hold down on the Alt key while moving your mouse.
Nice.
Ta-da! Now we can tweak the shaders and turn them off or on. Let me show you first about SSR. It's great for reflections if you don't have the ray tracing shader. See better reflections as soon as I turn it on. One weird thing about it is that the characters can become a little bit messed up if the effect is too strong. So this is how you turn it down. Try not to mess with other settings though. You can also turn on the DOF in time like this. Now I'm going to talk a bit about the RT shader. If you want to increase reflections by using the RT shader, then this is the setting you have to mess with. Turn it down to increase reflections and turn it up to decrease. Much all you have to know. If you have been with me till now, then I highly encourage you to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when another one of my videos go live. Also, don't forget to let me know in the comments below how it's working out for you and your most favorite preset from my pack. So thank you for watching and being with me till now, and I'll see you next time.